What is going on, y'all? We're going to let everyone file into the stream. And do our thing. Yo, Koda, what's going on, man? Come on, very strong defensive tackle and safeties. Man, I feel you on that because my whole front seven is we're facing some tough stuff, man. We're gonna let some people get in here real quick before we get going because we're gonna get this started obviously, and then hold on. Adjust that just a little bit. All right, let me go see how many people we got. I don't have my YouTube pulled up. I have my other one. Can you let me know when we get like 8-10 people in here? But yeah, Jumpman Jay, appreciate you being in here, brother. Lions are in here. We knew they'd be in here. They've been waiting all day. I definitely. I mean, I know you said you want defensive tackle and safeties. Definitely not any defensive ends or outside linebackers. We need to tone that down. Offensive line, 10 are in here. Perfect. That is enough because we're going to cover 2 extra things on top of the draft class strength generator for you guys. As we are now in week 2. I need everyone to do me 2 favors. I'm 99% sure everyone has the auto sub set. Appreciate you guys on that one. Do me a favor because we are switching over to new auto subs. Please do a profile delete because I'm seeing where I know some people have done profile deletes recently versus others haven't, and I'm seeing the gameplay is still really, really good, but I am seeing some wonkiness that I feel like if everyone just does that profile delete, we're good to go. I know it takes about 3 minutes of your time. Appreciate that. The next thing, if you guys could do that, I'm just going to do the weekly strategy real quick here. I'm gonna simulate it. I don't even care. Well, Hotshot, what's going on, man? Oh, son of a David, thank you for letting us know. I wouldn't have known. 14, that's even better. All right, we're gonna rock through this. Next thing, outside doing the profile delete real quick. Yankee's gonna see my my strategy here. No, it doesn't really matter. I am going to, yeah, we'll go here. Do that, and I like that as well. Don't care about anything else right now. It's just preseason. One other thing for you guys, if you can do this. Now, this is just before week 1, so there's no pressure to get this done. We're in week 2 of the preseason. You can do it at any time, even after your game. We have week 3, but if you can go into practice, please. This is big, and that's why I want to take a moment to just do it. While I got a lot of y'all's attention in here for the draft class strength, which we're about to get to. If you guys can go in here, and then all you got to do is go into training, go to practice, go to your coaching. Do this for offense and defense too. Set your audibles, guys. This makes a huge difference. And it doesn't take that long because it's just by formation. It's not by like every single play. If you've never done this, if you switch playbooks or whatever, you would not believe how many four-verts and halfback screens and quick slants and stuff like that are just in here that you can replace with more runs, you can replace with better pass concepts, and see a lot more variety of plays being called, get rid of a lot of the play action. So we know we want play action in the game, but we know that a lot of the sacks that do occur happen on play action. And that's not just CPU versus CPU. That's when we play user versus CPU too. So nerfing down some of those play action passes that maybe take a long time to develop, reducing some of the halfback screens, obviously getting rid of all the four verts, No, Trey, we're doing this before the deal to get everyone self-aware of this. So just do this for the offense. Right? Yeah, 100%, David. You're 100%. And then defense, it's big too because we don't see a lot of exotic. You know, it's kind of like when you go through and you're playing a game user versus CPU. The suggested play calls are always the same. Cover three, the same basic blitzes. There's never any different looks. That's how the audibles are too. So go through and you can change up. You know, get your cover two man in there. There's like hardly any cover two man. It's all cover one. We see a lot of those plays where guys just get torched, they're wide open down the sideline. That's cover one most of the time. And we know cover four. So you can get rid of some of those plays that we know are kind of broken if they're an audible option and put in some different blitzes, some different looks. Just get more looks. Yeah, defense is huge, and it takes even less time. I mean, look at this is all the plays, and you can't do any. You're not going to do anything for goal line or prevent, right? So you're really doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had to do it 11 different ones, but you just get a lot more variety in your defense when they audible and get different looks. And we can also get rid of our defense audibling into a cover one, audibling into that cover four quarters. You know, all these things, it's just going to be overall better. So if you guys could just do profile delete and do those for me before week one, that is fantastic. Again, not needed during the preseason. We don't care. This is just for week one. All right. Now, that's my evil laugh. All right. We are going to do the show. All right. Let's switch over to the scene. Here we go. How's it looking for you guys? I know you guys know we're going to do kickers and punters first. Build the anxiety towards quarterbacks and running backs and wide receivers, as those are the more exciting positions. I'm just getting my set loaded in here. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to get it so I can see it on my end. I want to make sure. You need some strong kids. So, yes, because I don't know if you guys know this, kickers are going to matter a little bit now. If you guys paid attention in week one to your games, you might have noticed two things. Number one, we had a couple more missed kicks. The last 3 years, kicks have been automatic. Unless they were like 55 yards out. They've been automatic. That's not going to happen anymore. You're going to have some missed kicks. Number two, you're going to see a lot more punts pin teams inside the 20, but even more inside the 10. No more of these punts just going out of bounds and teams always getting good field position. They're not further punts, but more accurate punts that are going to pin teams deep more often. So if you haven't noticed that yet, maybe you haven't been paying attention, definitely check that out. You'll notice more of that. Okay. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. Let me switch over here with our punter. Let's have at it, y'all. Weak. No help on punters. Punters just went up in value, man. People are going to be scrambling to grab some punters sitting in free agency that might be a little bit better and grab them and stash them, put them on a practice squad, something. You're not getting any help from punters in the draft, most likely. All right. Let us, we're off to kickers. Who was it that requested kicker help? Sorry, I had to refresh and the comments all disappeared. Who requested kicker help, man? You might have the magic touch, man. Like, might have to request something else that I'm hoping for, like very weak defensive ends or something like that. You know, to get a little bit more balance in the league, as they've been very strong the first couple years. So there we go. A weak and a very strong. Hot. Yep, there we go. That it is. It's David. David needed some kickers. All right, David. All right, all right, all right. So we are off to safeties now. Let's see what we can do here. I think corners and safeties, I would love a strong or a very strong. Is it going to slow down? It's going to go weak? No, we were so close, you guys. So close to getting that back end help. So close to getting that back end help. I do believe we just had a strong safety class, though. Or maybe it was another weak one. I don't remember. We have the worst rushing class this year. Book it. I hope so, man. We need strong corners. Yes. Strong corners for sure. If it's not there in the back end, we can convert some corners to safety. You know, let's get some strong corners. Looks like it's going to be normal. So, at least it wasn't weak or very weak, right? Let's look at the positives there. Normal cornerback class. If we get a pair that up with a weak wide receiver class, you know, some other things, I think we'll be okay. But I love the way the positional values change as far as trades and ultimately free agency based on what we know to be an expectation come out of the draft. I mean, you can still get a very good safety in a weak class. There's just not going to be a lot of them, right? What do we just do? We're on linebackers here. Weak linebackers. Thank God. Thank goodness. Everybody's got to be doing this right now, right? That includes those outside linebacker pass rushers, man. Billy's not too happy about that one. Trey, I'm good at strong safety. My free safety position, though, is that's a weak spot for me. I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna see what happens this year. Maybe it'll work out. If not, that's where it's like you might have to spend a little bit more money at that position than you would have normally. All right, interior defensive lineman. This one I'm okay if it's a little bit stronger. I prefer defensive ends to be weak, but if all of them are weak, no love lost here. No love lost here. I mean, the big thing is defensive ends. Strong. At least it's interior. We have hope. We have hope for the outside pass rushers. Inside's not so bad. I don't know if we've had inside being very strong. Well, Billy, to be fair, the reason you don't care too much about edge rushers is because it's been really, really strong the last couple years. And so pass rush is pretty good. We're hoping for ways to balance out the league. So we need some strong tackle play, which we just had a strong tackle class. We could really use a strong interior offensive line. But I'm okay with the interior defensive line being strong. That's less pass rush, you know. I mean, they still rush the passer, but less prevalent. Okay, this is the big one, y'all. Very weak. Very weak. Very weak. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anybody else want to just pretend that didn't happen? Like, we just rewind in time, like 30 seconds? That's just too freaking funny, man. Like, that's too damn funny. Y'all think about respin. All right, we'll come back to it, okay? We got to have a vote on it, obviously. It's not just... I'm not going to just be like, oh, let's do it. You know, Trace, like I saw nothing. We'll come back to that one. For now, we'll set it. It was a practice one. Yeah, seemed glitch. I feel like everyone's on the same page. We'll come back to that. We'll just kind of verify. Blessed. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, man. Appreciate you so much. Jump into stream glitched. All right. Let's counter it. Let's get some good interior offensive linemen. Here we go. This has been weak. We need strong. I need to shut up, man. Everything I say, it does the opposite. We needed those flip-flopped. We needed those flip-flopped. Like, this Yankees in here laughing. Yeah, we needed those ones flip-flopped. Yankee, apparently everyone said the stream glitched when I spun the wheel for defensive ends. And they're saying that the wheel didn't function right, and we might need to respin it. Just accidentally switched them. Oh, man. Not going how I'd hoped. All right. Tackles. We just had a strong tackle class. Let's go. Let's take another one. We can convert them to guards and centers if we have to. So I love that we got normal and very weak for offensive line and strong and very strong for defense, man. Shuman says Uno reverse. Need a very weak quarterback class? Yeah. 100% agreed. And yeah, I really do want to flip those two. I 100% agree with you guys. Oh, man, that sucks. It sucks. It's not about you being sad. It's just we want balance, you know. All right, tight ends. Is it going to get up there? Ooh, gets up there. Strong tight ends. Alrighty. What are we hoping for with the running backs and wide receivers? Oh yeah, Yankee are 100% right. Jump in. We're going to take a vote. Like I said, we're going to come back to these things, right? Because obviously we want to have the uniqueness that we can get from the draft class generator, but at the same time, understanding that somehow, some way, like every single year, those two positions seem to be the same, is causing some problems, right? Very strong running back would be fun. Yeah, very, very weak running back. I agree. Very strong, everything full on chaos. Oh, man. Well, I don't want any more good wide receivers. I will say that. Especially when we have not had a strong cornerback or safety class. And we're not getting a strong corner or safety class here. So, almost made it to week. Normal. We can accept that. It's not getting boosted anymore. Yeah, definitely want very weak quarterback play. I was hoping for weak wide receivers since we couldn't get our strong cornerback or safety. Do rookies get that good? Like an 88 overall? That's nuts if they do. All right, running backs. Guys, when we're done with quarterbacks, don't dip. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room. We got a collective discussion here. Oh, we got you guys strong running backs. I know you guys wanted very strong, but strong is something. What position was it, Yankee? The problem with that, though, Trey, is then you have a free agent pool full of players that should be on rosters that aren't. And that kind of kills the realism. Also, it's like, oh, if you have an injury, no big deal. Just go sign someone for a 1-year deal. You know? Wide receiver? Wow. That's crazy. Watch, he was an 88 overall normal dev trait. Gives his toast. Yeah, I'm thinking about this too, man, because I got Breece Hall. And his contract's coming up here. And he's a 94 overall, but it's like, do I want to pay him? Nope. It's not an optical illusion, Big Papa. That's just a lack of details. All right. Oops, I accidentally hit the button again. Oh no. I guess we're gonna have to see what happens. Fuck. Ah. I tried, you guys. I tried. I tried. I really tried. I really tried, you guys. Very weak is what I saw. That's what I thought too, man. That's what I thought too. Oh shit. Okay, guys. We'll have a conversation here. How many of you guys are in here, by the way? I can't see it on this thing I'm using because it's the chat I have is merging Twitch and YouTube, so it doesn't tell me the viewers. And normally I pull it up on YouTube, but this is just so much easier. Do we have a decent amount of you in here we can make a collective decision? Because we need to have a conversation about this one. And if we have we have 18, okay, we're over 50%. Do we want to respin on defensive ends? But whatever the respin is, we have to stay on it. Good news is it can't get any worse. Jump in, Jay. Look. Yeah, I feel you, but it's a league of all of us, man. We all put in a lot of time and effort into this, and I want to, I want to take advantage of having you guys in here. It's very rarely we get all of us in an area we can all quickly chat. You know what I mean? So, the quarterback market's extremely oversaturated. Needed a new Premier Age, so I'm not complaining. So let me know, you guys. This is what we'll do, just to make it easy. If you want me to do a respin on defensive ends, we're gonna keep it whatever it lands at. You gotta just hit me with just write Y for yes. If you don't want it, put N for no. And whatever one gets the most is what we'll do. We're going to do that for 3 positions. We're going to do that for defensive ends, interior offensive line, and quarterbacks. Chili, what's going on, man? I'm going to have to make that decision, too, with Milrow, man. I feel you. Like, there's the part of us that's, like, looking at our own team and how it's going to impact our team. But we also want to look at it, how is it's going to collectively impact the league as a whole. So I'd like you guys to think about this, not just how it's going to impact your team, but just the league as a whole. So far we're split, 3 for each. We got 18 in here, I heard. I mean, in this situation, I am a tiebreaker because I haven't voted yet. But I want to give people, if they have, I'm going to give them another 30 seconds to cast their vote. All right, the vote's 4-3 in the yes. Well, hold on, we're not doing anything on your interior line. Hold on, just don't get me confused. Defensive ends, we're now 4-3 in favor of a respin. We're going to keep it whatever it draws on. Four to 3. 15 more seconds if anybody wants to throw a no in there to even it up at 4-4. Build some suspense. Bro, it's going to be funny, but it also can't get any worse because it's the best that it could possibly be. So worst case, it lands on the same thing. All right, so we are going to win on the respin here. I was a yes on it as well, so we're up. There we go. Got a couple more votes. All right, let's go ahead and do the respin for defensive ends. Remember, whatever it lands on is what we're rolling with. That's a dub, y'all. That's a mother freaking dub. That's a dub. Let's go. Let's go. And we're doing it fair. Like we're doing it fair. That's a huge, huge win for the league. I'm so excited, man. And listen, I'm saying this as a guy who has Hassan Reddick coming up on a free agent. I have Jeremiah Johnson coming up on a free agent. I have Quinnen Williams coming up. I mean, those are 3 of my best defenders. They're all pass rushers. They're about to be free agents. And I have no replacements for them. And I am excited about this, just for the league, right? All right, so now we're going to do the same question for interior offensive linemen. Yes, for respin, whatever it lands on, we keep it. Again, it can't get any worse. It could be the same, but it could only get better. If you put N in the chat, that means no, we're going to keep it very, very weak. And go. This one's way less divisive, man. Everyone's saying why. Okay, I think we'll let a couple people get their voices heard, but I mean it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We already got 6 in here. Seven. That's as many people have voted last time. 8. No, we think we had 8 votes. All right, we will do it. And again, it can't get any worse. You can only hope that it gets better. Can't win them all, y'all. Can't win them all. Yep, quarterback is here. Now, this is one that's a little bit more risky, right? Because defensive ends and interior offensive linemen were right? They were the extreme, meaning you couldn't get any worse or better. It could only remain the same or change. Quarterbacks, it could land on very strong. So this is another one. I mean, we look at the options. Already on strong now. It could go to normal. We can respin it, but whatever it lands on, you know. And for those of you who might not know, because the wheel's small, it's equal chances for it to land on weak, strong, normal, and then there's 2 strong, 2 weak, 2 normal, and then 1 very strong, 1 very weak. I think next year I'm going to change the odds a little bit and add, so there's 2 more normals. All right, everyone says we're spinning. Odds do say that, Coda. You're 100% correct. Odds also dictated that we shouldn't have landed on very weak again for interior offensive linemen, as it had a 1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chance. Yet, what an 8 chance, actually. Yet it did. Here we go. Well, we did get an improvement. So this will be an interesting draft class. We only have 1 very strong and then 2 strongs. 3 strongs, excuse me. We have 3 very weaks and then 2 weaks. And we only have 3 normals. I was hoping for week 2, Jumpman. Yeah, you guys, 100%. That's what I'm going to do for next year's wheel. For Madden 26, when I make the new one, 100% on the odds there. You're right. I improved it, I felt like, from Madden 24 with this wheel, and then I'll just make it even better for Madden 26. Just kind of, use it more often. And I've used this wheel more than I used the last one, and that's what has helped kind of realize, all right, this is what needs to be improved about it, is when you start using it more often in your own stuff. So, all right, guys, this is how we're going to be set up. Make note of that when you decide to make trades. And try to remember that for free agency. And Yankee, if you're still here, I am going to go on auto for you right now. I was ready to roll. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man, for coming through and hanging out. If you weren't here at the beginning, please go back to the beginning. Please do the profile delete before week 1. Does not need to be done in the preseason, but before week 1, please do that profile delete, and please go into your training, your practice mode, and pause the game and go down to coaching and set your auto subs for offense and defense. Get a bunch of different stuff in there. Get all the 4 verts out of there. Get all the wide receiver screens. Get all the mesh units, your mesh crossing routes. Get all the play action deep passes out of there. Get all the stick routes, all the quick slants. Put in some interesting plays. Put in more running plays, It really just makes it so much better. So, with that being said, y'all, best of luck to every single one of you in the league this year, except for Big Papa, Night Hazard, and NBA 2K, as they are my Eastern AFC East opponents. I hope you guys all suck. Everyone else, nothing but the best, man. We'll see y'all in the Discord. Peace.